Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the San Diego State Aztecs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Coming up, how aggressive will it be? Linebacker shifting around now. Here's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Miles. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Inside give now from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Miles. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. It gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's looking to scramble. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. There's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll try the right here. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So back to their own 9-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Hoffman. Quick throw to the left. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, they began with great field position, and that...
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the wideout goes in motion. It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Rito.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. To throw, it's Hoffman. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he's intercepted. Not much on the return, but they snuffed out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Lasso.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Here's the second down play. They're going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And then first down, right back to the running game. Finding space at the 20. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He hands it off from the gun. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. There's a run call on 3rd and goal. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. They'll try to run this one in. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play. And on downs now. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw. It's Hoffman. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
That's another outstanding.
Minuta's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
San Diego State Aztecs will take over 1st and
10. The Aztecs offense back on the field now. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Great job here by this offense to open up the 2nd half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Easy.
Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Of 10. 2nd down.
Ready.
Shotgun, empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Scanning the field, it's Hoffman. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So the offense will come to the line needing less than a yard to convert here on 3rd down from the 20. Can he get there on the ground? The Aztecs looking to keep this drive rolling.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Still searching for their 1st touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground?
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Punt over the middle. It's Jones. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
At the 1-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
On the double.
2nd down and goal.
In blue. In blue.
Motion now from the tight end. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
break the huddle on 3rd and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Aztecs. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
We're all tied up.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, San Diego State. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Oregon offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball upward to 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out, gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a shotgun run call. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point is up and good, and we're now tied here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. The San Diego State offense on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. Second down play coming up for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
First down and 10. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the ready.
Back to pass. It's Hoffman. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Ready up.
1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late.
And blue. 691. Alert.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Timeout, Oregon.
Got it.
2nd and goal for the offense. Receiver in motion now.
Yep. Cross. Ready.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game is on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
The wideout's now clustered. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
The DB's backing off from the line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter, game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's